can't take my man and expect another chance.
Not every leveled up friend can have another friend that will reach their heights.
There are two types of jealousy. There's I'm inspired by you, and there's I want you to fail.
Do you think we should normalize cutting off friends?
Are you doing it because you feel you're better than them?
I don't deserve to be in this circle because of the caliber of people. That is ego.
Because you see me traveling
Yeah.
and you are struggling, I'm a bad friend.
Men mask trauma with banter.
Usually when people break up, the drama is around the romantic ones. So if the friendship ones are usually deeper, how come you don't see people set up cameras and crying? I had a friend who called me around 4 a.m. some time ago. And then she said she was at the beach. She was about to kill herself. And I'm like, okay, 4 a.m. What could be the problem? She didn't want to tell me. I pushed and I'm like, are you pregnant? She's like, yes. And her boyfriend had sacked her from his house. So I told her not to worry. She should just pack her things and come to my place. She came to my place. I had to tell my mom because, it's still in their name. So she has to know if someone is at my place. I told my mom everything. She's like, oh, if the girl is pregnant, then we have to know, the state of the pregnancy and everything. So she got us money. We went to the hospital. We did some scans. And then my mom saw that there were some fibroids there, and one of them had really grown. So I told my mom that, my friend says she wants to terminate it. And my mom was like, she doesn't really advise because blah, 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 the fibroid will grow and all of that. So the lady too didn't want to terminate it. The lady wanted to terminate it, but my mom was like, no. So I wanted her to also terminate it because she has no job and all of that. But I'm like, okay, maybe my mom knows what she's talking about. My mom spoke to her. At the end of the day, she has to be the one to make her choice. Fast forward, she said she was going for a job interview very far away. She took my keys. She didn't bring it back. I was now locked outside. I'm like, what's going on? I tried to help you. I tried to be there when you said you didn't have anybody. You've been out for 2 days. Where did you go and sleep? Who goes for a job interview and sleeps in their interviewer's house? If you knew you had someone you could sleep at their end, why come and lie to me and let me and my mom take you? I blocked her because I was so shocked. I terminated the friendship, and it has been 3 years. But that friendship breakup hurts me till date. That's what we are going to be discussing today. Why do friendship breakups hurt so much? Sometimes even more than romantic ones. My name is Millie May. I'm your happy host for Nameless Pod, but I'm not doing this discussion alone. I have 3 beautiful and amazing guests with me. I would like them to introduce themselves. Hola.
Start from here.
Yeah.
My name is Imani. I'm an artist and a sound engineer.
That's all. Okay.
Hi guys, it's your girls Lali. Oh, if my sister is not here, I was gonna do the whole intro, but I can do it. Hi guys, it's your girl Lali from Lali X Lotha, your favorite Ghanaian twins. Wait, hold on, let me do my hair. And we are Afrofusion duo, and we sing, we write music, and we're also advocates as well. So yeah.
Okay.
Hi, my name is Didi, and I'm a businesswoman. I own a beauty lounge and other businesses. So, yeah.
Hi, Didi.
Hi.
Didi's cute.
I know. So, let's just go right into it. Have any of you experienced a friendship breakup before?
Yeah. Yeah, definitely. I feel like there's different ways friendships can end. There's the one where it just fades off over time, and you don't even remember why you guys stopped talking, but you're just at different points in your life and going to different directions. And there's one where it's they really, really hurt you, as you said, and it's I have to cut this person out of my life, And there's also one where it's I'm going to love you from afar, Yeah, so I just check in once in a while, but I mind my business.
Yeah, I feel you. So do you think that some friendship breakups actually hurt more than the romantic ones?
It absolutely does.
Yeah.
You have shared history. It could be a friendship of shared struggle. It could be a friendship of convenience. At the end of the day, it's like there's a deeper connection with less drama, which in most cases, at least for men, it lasts longer. So whenever there's that disparity or that sudden snap which ends things, it's not like a romantic relationship where they're like you have scripted things from society like your closure, and some people want to break up sex and everything else. It's like it happens. You do not really deep the emotional strain it has on you until that moment it ends. Which compared to a relationship, with a relationship you have long-term goals, you have marriage, you have every other thing that you want that comes with it. Friendships, when it happens, especially when it's a deep one. So you can act like it doesn't hurt you, but long-term, it will.
Yes. Didi, what do you think?
I agree with him because sometimes you share most parts of your life with the person, your friend. It's not every romantic relationship that you feel so safe to share certain parts of your life with. I can tell my friend, oh, I killed someone, but I won't share that with my partner because I don't know how
Disclaimer,
it's
she
going to
didn't
end.
kill anyone.
No, I didn't kill anyone. It's an example. Like, I can tell you deep stuff without thinking twice because I trust you that much.
Yeah.
But I'm surprised,
Yeah,
people trust their friends more than their
It depends
partners.
on the type of friendship it is,
Yeah,
like she said earlier. It depends on the type of friendship. Someone I started life with from primary up until now is like family now. So with someone like that, sharing certain things with her is very easy. I feel like this person
feel
sees
safe.
me
Yeah.
when no one else can understand or see me. So it makes something like that, for something like that to end, it makes it very painful, so hurtful, even more than a romantic relationship.
So that means that we generally invest more emotionally in a friendship as compared to a relationship. Is that what it is? Do we underestimate how much
I don't think so.
we invest emotionally in friendships?
I don't think so. I actually said, like, I have friends. We have a friend group up to today, still very strong. And we have been friends since like JHS, SHS. You know, they've seen certain things that my boyfriend, my current partner, or whoever, my husband, would not have seen back in the day. We have gone through so many things together. And then there are also certain friends that, they really backstab you when you're not in the room. Like, and then the thing is that you think you're friends with them and you find out later that, oh, these are the things that they were doing behind my back. And it's like, that's when you're now deepening, like, oh, like that time I was smiling with you, you were actually like
Doing this to me.
doing me dirty and like talking behind my back. So like they're just different scenarios, honestly. But I feel like we can't compare the kind of emotional, honestly, I feel like it's two different things. Like, we can't compare, honestly.
I think with what she just described is a character flaw, because if the person is going to talk behind your back, they're definitely going to talk behind the back of every other friend.
Oh, of course.
So it's not me to you, and definitely it's not black and white. It's like there are certain friendships that you hold dear compared to most. The common misconception is sometimes the history with a friend means it's tighter. That kind of blurs the lines a bit, because certain old friendships do have a way of stunting your growth as a person. So you have to have the clarity of mind to be able to decipher, is this healthy for me? Is this, you know? Yeah.
But the way we are saying that we are more emotionally invested in friendships than the romantic ones, I'm surprised though, because usually when people break up, the drama is around the romantic ones. So if the friendship ones are usually deeper, how come you don't see people set up cameras and crying that they had a breakup? Or you think that people don't really see the need to express how hurtful it is to break up with a friend? But it's like, as for relationship, I can come and say that many are broken hearts.
I think people don't do that because, especially ladies, as two friends, you know, ladies, we talk a lot.
Yeah.
We talk about everything that happens in
Anything.
our life.
Yeah.
So if I should pick a camera to talk about the things my friend has done to me, I have this fear of she picking the camera
And also sharing,
saying
like,
things that I've
'cause there are
trusted
things
her
that-
with. So it has ended. It should be quiet. Let's
Yeah,
move on.
yeah.
That's why we don't really fuss
It's
about it.
confidential.
Like,
yeah.
yeah.
Okay. So what about closure? Like, is it necessary when it comes to friendships? Because usually, like he said, people would go back and say they want to know what happened. They are going to pack their things and they end up even having breakup sex. They want a last time of meeting. But we don't really get that with regard to friendships. Do we? Do we get that closure?
With friendships, it's quiet acceptance. It's like you don't.
You go through stages of grief,
It
like
fades
yeah,
away.
yeah,
Exactly.
you do.
It fades.
Yeah.
You have to come to terms the distance that is slowly becoming bigger and bigger. She said something, you have to learn to love somebody from afar. So sometimes words do not need to be said necessarily, but actions speak louder. So with time, it just gradually just fades.
Fades away.
Yeah.
There's no like last meeting. Let's
No, and then you know, like sometimes you want to give them another chance. Like honestly, like you peep away and then you want to give them another chance, and it's like
Depends. It depends.
you
on
still
what
see
they
the, you still
did.
see the red
It
flags
depends.
though. You still see
No,
the
it
red flags
depends.
though.
Because I mean, you can't take my man and expect another chance. Like another
Oh,
chance to
okay,
take
no,
my
please,
husband.
this one, yeah,
This
another
one, then we
chance.
have to
It
understand.
depends on what happens.
No, there's
like,
no okay. That one there, no.
It depends.
No, it depends. Yeah, it depends on
Yeah.
the scenario. Honestly, yeah.
All sins are not equal.
Yeah. No, because like you feel, I think it boils down to the character you're talking about. Because you
Yeah.
feel like the person will change. You know, I've not complained, but I've like addressed this issue. But I feel like in friendships, the honesty is very important. I feel like a lot of people don't even like that. Let's talk it out. Some people just like, I've spotted a problem, I'm dipping. But then sometimes you have to confront and actually find out what was the reason behind certain things you were doing, you know? Yeah,
Personally-
but some of them they will not give you answers. So you
Yeah.
just, as you say, you have to just accept and move on.
Then they are just rude. Friends are just rude. People in friendships
But
are
then
just
it
rude
wasn't a real
with
friendship.
attitude.
Yeah, because then if they were genuine about the friendship, they will not be doing some certain things to you.
Yeah, personally, I don't like confrontations. I feel like
I
you're
love
an adult.
confrontation.
You know what you did to me. And then sometimes I'm very forgiving. So sometimes it's how you handle the issue after everything. So we've had an issue. We are mad at each other. We are falling out. But you come to me and be like, oh, I feel like what I did was wrong. I'm really sorry. I'll do better next time.
Yeah.
I'm human. I'll think about it, maybe not right away, but it will save our friendship.
Yeah, no, honestly.
On a certain level.
Just-
But if you think you don't owe me an explanation, you did what you did, you're standing on what you did, and
Yeah.
no,
Yeah.
that's it for me. I won't confront you, I won't ask you anything, but I'll just sit down and make my decisions. I don't think this friendship is going to help me in any way. It's not going to help me grow.
Yeah.
I think I need to end it now, and I won't ask you anything.
I feel like there are certain friendship where there was no malice, like there was no honestly, like you guys just have different values now. You guys have different priorities, and I mean, like I don't use the word outgrow because then in some contexts people take it like, oh, I'm better than you.
We'll
But
be talking
it's just-
about that later.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah. Oh, but
okay.
it's fine.
Yeah. So like they feel like there are some people that use the word, oh, I agree with that friend in a way more like malice way, like I'm better than them. But then in the broad,
Condescending.
but in the broader context, it's just it should be seen as okay. I have a different journey, I have a different path. Maybe our values don't align at this point, and it's fine. You have certain friends that are just there for like a certain phase of your life, and it's fine. They teach you a lesson. You take them. Human nature, you take and put in your pocket and you walk out, you go. Yeah.
If my man or my lover does something, I'm giving him like a second chance. You hear, oh, he did this, but
What did he do?
oh no,
What?
a lot of things they can do now.
What did he do?
You give him a second chance. Oh, he did this thing. He has done it like 5 times. I keep giving him chances. He's not changing. But with friendships, I don't really hear that. It's like, you did this to me. How could you do as my friend? And then they just cut you off. Do you think people putting more effort to save romantic relationships than
I
their
think
friends?
it has to do with trust.
Honestly.
You trust your friend so much
Like
that
your guard,
you don't
your guard is down.
expect.
expectations
Yeah,
are
yes.
high for
we can
friends.
sleep in the
Yes.
same room, and I'm not thinking about you're gonna do something to me. Like,
But
we go shopping together. We change. Like, it's very deeper level of like almost betrayal. Like, how
Yeah.
dare you? Like, I understand the frustration with that.
I think people put more effort in romantic relationships based on long-term stuff like marriage. Like I said something that alluded to that earlier. Marriage has to do with it, and a lot has to do with societal optics. It's like people will speak when they hear about the divorces and the breakups. People don't really care about friends going separate ways.
True.
Unless if you are constantly in the presence of squad. So it's like, oh, constantly posting on socials, me and my bestie, like typical women activities on socials, and they're celebrating themselves and their best friends. Whereas with guys, it's not like that. It's like we don't even need to come out to come and speak about it. So in terms of where there's much more emotional investment, of course, it's the romantic side, because you're trying to build a life with somebody, you're trying to have a family with somebody, share children with somebody. So yeah, automatically it goes that way.
All right. So you've already touched a bit on outgrowing friends. I want us to dive deeper into that.
Yeah.
With regard to superiority complex and all of that. When do you feel like it has now become like you don't want to have anything to do with them because you are above them, like they are no longer your level, as opposed to you just now, things have changed. It's about the growth. Like I am on a different life path. There are certain people that it's just a change. Like their destinies are now different.
Yeah.
You wake up and then she's in another country. It's not that she doesn't want to be by you any longer, but the kind of contracts and things she's
Opportunity
getting.
she's getting, yeah.
So you can see the growth. She's evolving.
Yeah.
And then there's another side that's, like last week I signed this check. I'm now a millionaire and you are still spending 2 CDs. Like we are not the same level.
Yeah, that wasn't a true friend though.
Yeah.
So
friendship is
what
not
are your
like
comments with the two?
I think once growth creates separation without resentment. It happens naturally. Whereas ego is more, I'm better than you. I'm in a different circle now. You can't relate. Like you said, I'm signing checks here and there.
Charlie,
So it's like
won't change.
it's basically that. It's easy to make that misconception, but genuine growth does not. It happens naturally, organically. This is where you have other friends saying that, okay, I need to level up if I need to get on his level. As human beings, we are inclined to be jealous just a little
Yeah, I
bit.
was gonna add that.
But there are two types of jealousy. There's I'm inspired by you, and there's I want you to fail.
Yeah.
So once you're able to identify that, you can really point out, okay, this is genuine growth. But once you say, oh, I'm better than you, I don't deserve to be in this circle because of the caliber of people, that is
Yeah.
ego. That is not
And then
growth.
you're comparing yourself.
Comparison, so that's different.
Yeah.
These are two different things.
And then I feel like what breeds this kind of confusion between friends is when the friend that's not doing better thinks it is your responsibility to pull me up. It is not my responsibility. It is my responsibility to assist you with your dreams, with your goals, to be your number one fan.
So you're speaking of an entitled person.
Yes,
Yeah.
there's too much
What's the
entitlement in
difference
friendships.
between pulling the person up and then, like, if I'm supposed to be your number one fan and all of that?
No, so let me state
I think
this.
I think there's a difference between the two you're saying,
Yes, so for example, a company I'm working with, they are not taking anyone yet. I'm working with a company, and that's how come I'm doing better now, because I'm earning more, I'm traveling more, I'm doing better now. And they are not taking new people in. I can't pull you up. But you come to me and you're like, oh, I have a business idea. My capital is 50,000. I have 30,000. I don't know where I'm going to get the 20,000 from. As your number one fan, I feel like if I can, I should. But it's a must now. If you are not able to, it's like you are not my friend. For example, I'm traveling, I'm going on trips. You don't know if the company is funding it or not. But because you see me traveling and you are struggling, I'm a bad friend. Like, the entitlement is crazy in friendship these days. So personally, if we can't sit down, set boundaries, and understand that we are now doing life is new to all of us.
Adulting is new to all
I
of
don't
us.
have it figured out. You don't have it figured out. So me trying to live from the little I have does not mean I have it all put together.
Exactly.
So try to live too.
You don't think that I am selfish if I don't pull my friend up. You don't
No.
think I'm selfish?
No, I would think
You
you are
can guide
selfish
that
if
friend.
you can and you,
You
don't.
don't, yeah.
But I see
You
that
can't-
you
I
are
can't do
doing
past
it.
my
You
power.
are hustling, and I expect you to pause your hustle and come and pull me up. Is that pushing you or bringing you down? Do you get it?
Because I feel when it comes to one friend like leveling up, of course, if I have the opportunity to bring my friend along with me, like why not? Like that's not even like I will not even think about it, of course. But then from a standpoint where I have been the friend where I'm seeing my other friends like leveling up, I'm inspired by that, you know. But if I was a different person, the jealousy will sip in. Instead of me getting inspired, I would actually base my actions like on my jealousy and start doing certain things that a real friend wouldn't do. You understand? But as a genuine friend with it, like I'm actually genuinely happy for my friend. I know that my time will come. So this is your time to shine. Why not? Like I'm gonna. And if you're not able to help me, and you like we're having an honest conversation, you're not able to help me. It's fine. Like why should I feel entitled that you should stop your life to come and
But you say
fix
you're my friend.
and fix mine?
You say you're my
no,
friend.
no, like
I have to
that's
give
not
my
that's
life
not
for you.
Yeah.
Man, you pass the comments. Can we hear
Friendship,
you?
friendship doesn't equate obligation, though. The fact that I'm your friend doesn't mean I'm obligated to do
Hey,
this.
but some
Exactly.
friendships are like, see, they are even tighter than siblings.
That's a type
Yeah,
of
yeah,
friend.
like
Yes.
family, because you have decided that okay, you are my
Exactly,
family.
it's a decision.
That was a decision. You have
It's
made
a
up your
decision.
mind. Yeah.
As the best I can do for you as maybe the successful one in the friendship, definitely open doors for you. But at the end of the day, you have to walk through those doors. I can't spoon feed you. I can't hold your hand.
Yeah.
Thank you.
You understand? So you can't be entitled to the
Yeah.
result of my hard work when you
Yeah.
have a journey to take on your
Yeah.
own.
So I'll give you an example to even like make this whole situation clearer. So I'm in school, and of course, like I got a first class in economics and international relations.
Yes. Congratulations.
Thank you. So like I take my course, like my assignments very, very seriously. And then my friend is always like, oh, help me. And I'm like, oh, fine. Like today I'm at the rooftop here. Come, what's your topic? What's the da-da-da-da? No, that's not her help. Her help is she's chatting and she wants to give me her laptop to do the work for her. Make it like thing, and then if I don't do that, is I'm not a real friend. So whilst I'm doing my assignment and doing your assignment, you are there chatting and going for parties. Like, come
So
on.
speaking about real friends or true friends, do you think that if one person levels up and then as a result of that, the friendship doesn't stand, do you think it means you were never really my friend? Or you think it's possible that yes, we were friends, but because now there are opposing sides or we think differently, now the friendship has to come to an end?
I think it's just like a test. It's a test, honestly, because that's life. Everyone goes through ups and downs, you know. So if you're not able to be happy for me in my good times,
I think true friendships adapt,
yeah,
but there are many circumstances.
that's how it lives long. Like that's how it
Exactly.
goes long. Yeah.
It's like calling somebody every day. It's like calling them on milestones, or picking. It doesn't mean okay, we don't have that bond anymore. Our lives just took like very different turns or directions. At some point, you might share the same mindsets. People change. We might be on the same page. We might be aligned today. Next week, I might think very, very differently about the same topic.
Exactly.
And you have to allow that. You have to be okay with that. It becomes toxic when it's like, oh, because you have a shared past, you are holding on to that foot so tight. Like I said, certain friendships do not allow you to grow because of that same said shared past. So it's a decision you have to make. It doesn't always have to be toxic, though.
But guys, see, I think we have to be honest with ourselves. Not every leveled up friend can have another friend that will reach their height. Like, you know, we've all spoken, when you're up there, you try to bring the other person up. It's not so if let's say I'm the president of Ghana, I can't have all my friends to be presidents or be ministers or something. Some friendships will definitely have one person up there and the other person still down there. Do you think a friendship can stand with that vast gap where one is significantly like gone?
I think it can.
Okay, so
Are you sure?
for me, as I said, life is full of ups and downs. So yes, you can be the president today of Ghana, but you don't know where you'll be in the next 10 years. So if you're basing on just that present value of like, I'm bigger than you now, life in like the next 5 years, that friend who said he cannot be the next president after you are the president, like, do you get? So I feel like it's just about being happy and genuine for each other in your in their winning season.
Isn't
honestly,
that easy? Like, so she's
for
coming
me,
home
it's
every
easy,
time
but if
with-
it's not a real friendship, dear, then that's where the problem
It
starts.
should be very easy.
It should be easier
be
if
easy.
if it's a genuine friendship.
Friendship, honestly.
You don't think it makes you question your life? Like,
It,
so
no, it should
she's
question.
coming-
It should make you want to do better.
Yeah.
That's one day.
But
It's
it
there.
doesn't mean you're jealous.
That one day.
No,
is
but the
there,
thing
is
is,
there.
like I said earlier, certain things are down to characters. Like, let's say hypothetically speaking, right? You want to be a millionaire in the next 5 to 7 year window. If you actually research, there's a way to go about it. There's a way to get that done.
Certain doors and places and networking
Exactly.
that you have
It's-
to do.
Exactly. It's
Yeah,
not
to make
about
that
certain
happen.
things aligning for you, some mystics.
But you've done it,
Going to
Zion,
church.
far.
No, but I'm sorry, but that's a defeatist mindset. Because the only way you can be successful is through failure.
Yeah.
If you don't fail, you can never be
Like
successful.
most of the big companies, they failed like how many times? Even like
Exactly.
Coca-Cola, like this, like.
Yeah.
They were not even looking for that formula. They ended up making a mistake, and then that's when the formula got created, and that's when
So
they are like this today. So
You have to be okay with failure as an individual,
Yeah.
period, first of all. You have to be okay with failure. So if your friend is doing so well, you might not belong in that field. What is it that you do so well that you can be the next
exceptional, yeah.
Van Gogh
yeah.
at or something at?
You find that gap for yourself, and you
Find that gap for
Get into
yourself
it.
and make sure that you give it your all.
Yeah.
Because success is relative. There's a societal construct of what success should be, and there's what fulfills you, what makes you happy. I've come to this world. What was my purpose? Did I accomplish it? I'm successful. It doesn't always have to do with monetary value. What fulfills you at the end of the day?
So if I'm a genuine friend, I should be okay with my friend always coming in with gifts and PR packages and a new car. I should be able to say that if it's for you, it's for me, and celebrate the person.
Yes.
Yeah, okay.
And then, like you mentioned earlier, I can only give you opportunities when I'm up there. I can't spoon feed you. So if the opportunity comes and
you're
you
not able
don't
to
work
be-
towards
Exactly.
getting better yourself,
So,
there's nothing I can do to help you.
yeah.
But it's okay to be jealous, right?
Yes,
It's human.
that
Yes,
jealousy
okay.
should push you to do better. It
Better,
shouldn't
yeah.
push you to want me to fail.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If it starts to create insecurities, it says more about you
Yeah,
than
your
your
character,
friend.
yeah.
True.
So what role do you think social media has to play with this comparison? Let me even give an example. You know, there was this lady who made a video about Chidera. I don't know if you guys saw it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yes,
And then
yes,
she was
yes.
saying that his friends are doing so well.
Yeah.
And he's following them.
no
It
fat
was a
talk.
whole
No fat
like
talk.
issue. And I'm like, okay, you are home and then you don't even know what each person
Person is
is
doing,
doing.
yeah.
You don't know whether he's making it big and it's
Yeah.
not out there. Or even if he's not there yet, I feel like it is not in your position to come and tell him to step up or
Yeah,
do
or
better.
judge,
or-
or yeah.
what do you think social media has, the impact it has on friendships now?
I think it has created a standard that is just illusional.
Yeah, I mean, you are right, because if my friend is doing 50,000 maybe PR packages a month,
Yeah.
I should do same.
Yeah.
Yes,
And
But
then
because he didn't understand that everyone has like their different purpose, as he said. Because Chidera, shout out to Chidera. yeah, that's fam. He like he's doing his own thing, like acting. He's succeeding in that field. Like he's building his career, like his content creation, everything. You don't know what he's doing behind the scenes, and he doesn't like to post about his achievements online. He just comes to do his things and he goes. So why are you making your business to now pin one friend against the other? Do you understand? It's like, so like social media, like the people who are just
People just
spectators
talk.
want to
Yeah.
pin one friend against the other, and then actually imagine if they had succeeded. That's just too, like, that's a friendship that is just like over.
Yeah.
But then they have a genuine friendship. That is why it didn't even faze them.
Yeah.
And I love that so much. I love that
Yeah.
so much. Yeah.
True.
Because there's another angle where someone could even be okay with where they are in the friendship.
Exactly.
And now because of some other person's comments, now they start to think like things they've never even thought of before.
Yeah.
Because of social media, now like, okay, it's true. these people all have cars, I don't. Hey, it's true.
Yeah.
These people are rented, I don't. How do you think,
that's
like,
human nature? You are supposed to feel that way, but then
You don't know
it's
what
up
they're
to
going
your
through.
friends to reassure you, to let you know you're doing your best. You're also upping your game, and then with time, everything will fall in place. How they handle the situation determines the outcome.
I also feel that it's not everything you come and say online. Hey, oversharing. It's not our business. Because tell me why I'm on the internet and I see a woman come and she's like, okay, let me tell you about my ex-best friend and her husband. Like, for Valentine's Day, like, he just got her flowers. What is that? And I'm like, who are you to judge and be putting this information on the internet?
I think I saw that
You saw
video.
that?
Yeah.
Their best friend came and said, Auntie, that is what I like. That's what I told you I want. Like, what is your problem?
You were not there, but you have so much
I
to
have to
say.
say.
Why? Like,
I
why?
feel like
Why
people think they know you based on what you share. They
I think
they know you
social
so
media
much.
creates a very distorted image of reality. Basically.
How do you say they are delusional?
Yeah.
First, success was very silent. Nobody really knew. Well, you know, if the you hear through the grapevine, but it's now everybody's career is online. Almost some people's numbers are online. Everybody's traveling. It's online.
But they're only showing the good. They're only showing
Exactly.
the good. You don't know. They're only showing the good.
But here's the
stuff
thing.
that happens in their life.
People are so unsatisfied with their lives that they would rather live vicariously through others.
Yeah.
They project.
So they project. And some people are so bored, Charlie, they live for the drama.
True.
So the more drama there is,
Because
the
in
more
real life,
satisfied
there's no
they
way
are.
they can make the certain comments they are making
Of
to your
course.
face. Like, I don't know if you've seen those
Keyboard
videos.
warriors.
I don't know if you've seen those videos where someone comments something on the page, very, very like delusional comment, very like just to provoke the creator. And it goes like, today I have your time.
Yeah.
And the person actually found his address, went there and said, hello, are you the one who typed this? The guy was shaking.
Nah, I want to see
Imagine.
that.
The guy was shaking.
That's
like,
a different level of petty, though.
Oh yeah. That's
Sometimes
like that's
it's
like
very
50 cents.
necessary.
That's 50 cents
Sometimes
petty.
it's necessary.
Yeah.
Because Charlie,
Hey, no, the internet. If you follow people, you just be led astray. So you just have to focus on your path and your purpose. Yeah.
So now that is like social media has a role to play, how do you think friends should handle the financial differences without any resentment? Because like it's so obvious I don't have much, and it's so obvious this one has so much. How do you handle it without that resentment?
Honesty. You have to just be honest.
Honesty, transparency, respect.
Yeah.
I shouldn't fake it to make it. I
No.
shouldn't fake it to get to the other level.
No, because like let's see, like our lifestyles are different now.
Exactly.
Every day you're going to eat at 5-star restaurants. What is my business there? If my lifestyle doesn't fit your lifestyle, like, do you understand? So if you're inviting me and I tell you that, oh, I can't come, like, I'm honest, like, I can't come, you should not feel offended. Like, you should understand from my perspective.
But some people will feel offended. Like I had a situation where we were on campus and then I was able to be taking like these ride-hailing apps all the time.
Okay.
And the other person was not able to. And she felt like, no, if she's coming, I should also be able to book the ride for her. And I'm like, no, I came with a ride. Why should I also fund your ride? No. It's like, if, let's say I'm bringing provisions and maybe I'm bringing shortbread biscuits, she doesn't see why I should eat mine when maybe she's having like some crackers. So she was making this like a point, like we have to put our provisions together so that we are eating the same thing.
No,
That's
I feel like that's entitlement.
But like that's what makes me a true friend. She should be able to live the way I'm living.
If you have more and you are willing to, as a good friend, you would want to have some, But for you to come entitled like your provision is my provision is by force.
We are one, that kind of thing.
That's why I feel
That's a
like in
problem.
friendships you need to sit down, discuss, and set boundaries.
Yeah, no,
Because,
honestly.
for example, you're my friend. When you come to my house, I should be able to let you have access to everything. But then, if you come to my house, you need a change of clothing. I give you my favorite dress.
Yeah.
You wear it and you think it's my friend's. I wore it, it's mine.
Yeah.
And you don't bring it back. The next time you come, you're not touching my clothes. Because we are supposed to be able to set boundaries. And then when you come around and you're touching something I love so much, I don't care because I know that you respect my boundaries.
Exactly.
You bring it back to
Yeah.
me. But then
But
now
when
they
you-
feel like it's yours, it's mine. I
But-
don't have to bring it back. I don't have to explain to you.
Yeah.
You have it, I have to have it. No.
Have you
as a
noticed
friend,
that
you should have-
usually those people rather get angry when you are
Yes.
trying to set your
Your
boundaries,
boundaries,
to
yeah.
make the friendship flow?
Yeah.
They rather get
Yeah,
offended.
Because
but
they are
meanwhile,
the
when you do the
entitled
same
ones.
thing to them, then that's when it's
Because
it's
they
a
are the
problem.
entitled ones.
But if they do it, like it's not an issue.
I feel like that person is not a true friend, and if
Yeah.
it happens more than once or
Yeah.
twice, you should just decide to love them from a
Yeah.
distance.
Alpha.
Maybe you love them so much you don't want to cut them off totally. You should love them from a distance because
yeah, because
it won't work.
I remember like
work.
in boarding
No.
school, like Halloween Week. I don't know if you guys know Halloween.
Yeah.
Halloween Week will barb you. You don't know
Yeah.
Halloween Week. You know Halloween.
Wow. What's
The
the
week
difference
that
in
everyone is
Hey,
broke.
wait, are you DB like that? You don't know what Halloween Week is. Hey, wow,
The
it must
week
be
that
nice.
everyone is
You just
broke.
outed yourself as a DB.
Okay, so
Full DB.
I know, right? So Halloween is when like at there's a certain point in time that your trunk is empty. Like, and you're waiting for like the next package to come, but it's not coming. Like, so like your trunk is empty, and then like your friends will help you out. Like, like that's a normal thing that we do for our friendship group. And it wasn't like I'm entitled where I'm like, oh, my trunk is empty. You have to know. Like, I manage what I have to manage. And if my friend is like, oh, I know that your trunk is empty, like take this thing. You're grateful. You show gratitude. Because sometimes it's like people feel entitled and you don't show gratitude and it's like you're entitled to
It's
it.
bad.
I had this experience where I used to share. You see that blue and white container? It's blue.
Was
But-
it milk or what?
No, it's a big container. It's blue. I don't know. It's a long cover, and then the cover is white.
Hey.
Oh,
No,
it's-
but what's inside it?
No, so it's a container. So I had
Okay.
an experience where I would always even be giving someone shito. And for some reason, the lady who used to make my shito, it doesn't spoil. So it's like, you see how people used to bring small shito?
Yeah. You just
Mine
bring-
was one big one. So I even used to like keep it out of my chop box.
Oh, so the container with the blue with the white cover
Yes.
on top. Okay.
So I
Hey,
used
then
to-
it was big. Oh.
Yeah. Shito, they use it with everything.
Hey.
So I used to give her all the time. And then it got finished, right? Some way, somehow, I just felt like, nah, she has to give me her shito. Like, I felt like, okay, I have been giving you shito this whole time.
Yeah.
And I had never asked her for shito before. The one time I didn't have, she had.
Yeah.
And honestly, I felt like, see, I never imagined she would decline.
Wow.
Like, I was so confident that if no one gives me shito,
at least
she will.
Yeah.
She looked at me and she told me it will not be enough. I was so shocked. Am I allowed to be that entitled? Like in a friendship like this?
Oh, I don't
I don't
Or
think
you
think
that's
think that I
entitlement.
gave her my shito? So if
I
she
think
won't
that's
give
more
me,
disappointment.
Yeah,
than
it's
entitlement.
disappointed
That's
you. That's
very,
not
very
entitled.
disappointing.
It's disappointing
Yeah.
because
Yeah.
if
When I need you, like when you need me,
Yeah.
I'm there for
Every
you. And then
damn
when
time.
I
the
need
one
you,
time,
yeah.
or maybe
in this context, I think it's
genuinely,
fine to be upset a little.
maybe it wasn't enough, and she
no,
was just
you
honest.
see, I'm coming from the point of, because mine was big, it was enough for me. Do you know, funny enough, I know that the shito would have lasted me, but because I used to share with her,
Yeah.
that's why.
Of course.
And then
So, if you are my friend, what do you mean by genuinely was not enough?
even if it was not enough, because of how I am aware that we shared your shit,
Yeah.
I'll find
Have
a way
to
for us
make
to
it
share
enough.
what I have.
Exactly.
Make it enough
Yeah,
because
yeah,
I
yeah.
mean,
Honesty.
No,
Yeah, so sometimes
you-
I feel
your
like
feelings were valid. You
low
had every
key,
right to feel disappointed in her
I feel like sometimes low key, there are certain expectations we have of our friends that make sense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But let's move from that. Didi made an interesting comment about being your friend's number one fan. You know, like if you are my friend and you start something, I am supposed to be your number one fan. Like, I mean, that makes me genuine. But I'm thinking, what if you are not doing something I am interested in? Like, I mean, do I owe you that number one fan thing? You are you are my friend, and then you start a career in football, right? Am I necessarily supposed to drag you along or push you up or be your number one fan just because you are my friend? When I know that, honestly, football is not something I would watch or I will follow or I will discuss.
Okay, so as a real friend, you should actually be
I
supportive.
will.
As a real friend, you actually should be supportive of what your friend is doing, unless it's illegal. You're like, bro, cut that. Yeah.
I think you try to
But you
make,
should be supportive.
I think you try to make the effort.
Yeah, it's the
If
effort that
it's-
counts.
But
Yeah.
at the same time, too, if it's not your thing, it's not your thing, because you could force it and it will come out not being genuine.
Sometimes
like,
it's
no.
not about
It's not
supporting the
Just
thing
show
they are
an
doing.
effort. Like
show up, just show up
if it's
for
something
them.
I
Just
really
showing up
care,
is
if it's
cool.
something I
Yeah.
really care about, and you are not even at least
I mean,
just
for the
one comment or one
milestones,
like
but-
or one reshare. Really, how hard is that? Just takes less than 1
I
minute.
could show up
Just
for the
show up.
milestones, but showing up for every single thing.
Oh, no.
being my number one fan doesn't mean put your life on hold and show
Yes,
up for me
no,
every time.
no, that's fair.
But I
Yeah.
should know that you're happy about my
About
new achievements.
yeah.
You are showing up for me
Yeah.
when I need you
Yeah.
to, or when you can.
Yeah.
We all have a
I
life.
mean-
You
I
can't show up for me every time.
I saw a post where a lady was saying how if you're my real friend and you don't comment and like on my stuff, you're not my real friend. And I'm like, everybody, your friends, like my friends are adulting, they're not in the same career as me. They don't have enough, like one is a doctor, one is they don't have the time to be
Exactly.
online. So if you're gonna base your friendship on like every day they're commenting and
That
why
is a bit shallow.
that is very, very shallow. Very, very
is a
shallow.
bit
We
shallow.
should move past that, please. Because most of my friends, they support in their various ways. One of my friends, she bakes. For my concert, she baked cookies so I could give it out with the invitation. She doesn't have to come and comment all the time. Everyone and how they want to support. But as long as you make an effort, that's what really, really
and
matters.
that's what being a number one fan
And
is about.
exactly.
Yeah.
Okay,
Exactly.
I get it.
Yes. So please support your friend in football.
I'll do my best. Okay. So many a times we hear the different dynamics with regard to female friendships and male friendships.
Yeah.
I would like to hear
Yeah,
from you.
actually.
Do you sometimes see women online or ladies online go like, these girls cry? Because to you, that could have never happened in your like male circle.
friendship. Yeah, actually, I'm curious.
Yeah, I mean, of course, we are two very different species, even though we are human beings. There are certain things that men mask trauma with banter. That's the thing. We grow up in a space where talking about your feelings or being vulnerable about hurts isn't a or dreams or Whereas with women, you are more encouraged to do stuff like that.
Yeah.
So it's the core of us separates us at the end of the day. Because there are certain things that you would accept in your friendship groups, or you probably never talk to your friend again for doing.
Yeah.
It's not that I don't care, but it's like I'm looking at you with a side eye. I'll give you the benefit of the doubt, but you do it a second time, then we are done for good.
Yeah. Okay. So I'll give you an example because I had a good friendship with a male, and I just want to give you an example of what he's saying. So here's the case where something happened where he told me something about like one of my friends, and I went to tell my friend, and I told him that I told that friend, right? And he's like, why did you go and tell her? And then we stopped being friends. But whereas one, like his homeboy would, let's say, borrow money from him and use it to go and rent a limousine or rent a car and take one of his side chicks out and things like that. Meanwhile, he lied about what he was going to use the money for. And he can see what this friend is using the money for. But he's cool with the friend. He's still friends with the friend. The friend will still come back and lie about, oh, please give me money, borrow me money. Still go and be throwing it in the clubs and things. And the friend, like, he's still friends with them. But because of that, just that one thing, so like the males, they're very, very. It just depends on what it is, honestly.
That is an extreme though, because if my friend was taking money to go and pop off, I don't know if I'll be 100% cool with that.
Exactly.
No, but like
I
you're
think he
explaining it
borrowed
as
it.
if
Your issue should be him paying back.
yeah,
So he did have an issue with that.
Yes, because
but the issue he had was the fact that you told me something about my friend, and I'm telling you that I'm gonna tell her.
You told him you were going to tell her, and he agreed. He understood.
No, he didn't.
He didn't.
He didn't.
He
Is
didn't.
he cool with that
He
friend?
didn't.
Is he cool with that friend?
He knows that friend.
I think
Yeah, but he trusted you
It
with
has
the
made
information.
things awkward between them.
No, so so the thing is, I understood, and we asked for forgiveness. Honestly,
Okay.
yes, and I like I understood he had the right to be upset. Honestly, because someone had said something about my friend, and it was an actual rumor that was very, very bad. And if I didn't tell her,
It would have been.
it would have been like she's just walking around not knowing that there's a rumor about her being spread like
This-
that.
yeah.
So I'm not gonna be a good friend if I don't tell her.
But did you
Maybe if
let-
she found out you even knew, she would be hurt.
Yeah, exactly.
But did you let your girlfriend know it came from the other
The
male
guy.
friend?
Yes.
You shouldn't
so
have.
that's
why
her
he's
issue.
mad.
Okay.
You shouldn't have.
So as
No, so
adults,
as for that, I asked for forgiveness. Now,
Okay.
see, if you know that you did wrong,
Okay.
go and apologize. Honestly, but then it really hurt me that we cut off that friendship. But then I just accepted
It
it and
hurts.
moved on.
Yeah.
And it's not like I just apologized once. Like I apologized a couple of times,
Times.
and he still. So it was fine, you know.
okay.
And that's life. That's you just accept and you move on. I mean,
No, but the thing about us guys is, once we have a certain relationship with you, which is a tight friendship, you are my confidant to an extent. So it's like, random scenario. I have a best friend and an ex of mine. They were best friends. They broke up because of something she did, which is you met with people you don't know for the very first time. We went on a weekend trip. Girls, I get it. You guys were bonding. And you find out certain information, which my other best friend tells you about. I'm confiding in you, you are best friends. Why then do you go and tell the girls about it? And then tell them it came from me specifically.
you should have held that part at least.
You get my
Okay,
point.
I get
So
it,
it's
yeah.
like, it's grounds to not talk to you again because, if my life is on the line, you can sell me out just because you're
Trust
Trade
is
me.
broken.
Yeah,
The trust
yeah,
is
yeah,
broken.
Exactly. And these
get
were
it.
not regular friends, these were best friends. But it took that to split them out.
So quick one to Lali and Didi. Do you envy male friends or friendships? Do you envy it? Do you wish yours?
no,
was
thank
like-
you.
Oh,
You can keep that.
I have a lot of male friends personally, and they are not like my best friends, but we grew up together. We talk. We don't talk every day. We know we have lives to attend to, but we talk once a while. We hang out once a while. I don't think I'll envy
Male
male
friends.
friends
Yeah.
because I grew up with them. It's something
Yeah,
I'm used
okay,
to.
that's fine. So
yeah.
as adults, do you think we should normalize cutting off friends when they no longer align with our path? Should it become something like more common, like, okay, I'm done with you.
I
You're
think
not
you
helping
can,
me. Cut.
it's healthier if there's clarity behind that decision. If it's down to ego, then there's a problem.
Yeah.
Because you are not being true to yourself.
Yourself,
Yeah.
yeah.
But when there's more clarity, you are more focused on how this friendship is impacting me both in the positive and the negative.
Yeah.
Now the negative far outweighs the positive. I have to find a healthy way to create this separation.
Yeah, to
it's
let
that
go.
simple. It may be difficult, but it's supposed to be simple enough.
Yeah.
I agree.
I agree with him. Cutting someone off, it has to make sense. Are you doing it because you feel you're better than them, or you're doing it because you're genuine, like on a different path? And if you're cutting them off, are you cutting them off to an extent where you're loving them from afar, or you just don't like them anymore? So it actually depends. But if you're doing it, it should be based on like a very healthy decision. It's from
Do
a
you
very
have-
good place.
Yeah, just like you said, if it's
Yeah.
based on ego, it will be something that will keep repeating in your friendship circle.
Yeah.
You would think you've outgrown them. You don't want them in your life anymore. The next one, you have the same
Same
experience
problem,
with
yeah.
them. So it should be about you weighing the pros and cons. Oh, I don't think this person is adding any more value to my life. They're making me feel less of myself. Just cut them off and move on.
Yeah.
Okay, so we'll be taking our final words, but at the same time, with this question, what has been the hardest lesson you've learned with regard to friendship? Like now that you are grown and everything, so we'll be taking what you think about this, your lesson, your hardest lesson, and then your final words. Who do we start with? Oh, I should go. I should start. Okay, then I'll start.
Okay.
I think the hardest lesson I've learned, let me put it that way, is that you can never really tell. That's one lesson I have learned. Like, you can never really tell if someone is your friend or not. And I think that is a bit scary because it's not like the position of a father. You know that whether you go up and you come down, this person is my dad. But for a friend, probably the thing that will make you see that this person was never really my friend is not here. And you keep talking to the person, you keep showing the person stuff, you keep confiding in the person. And now maybe that day for you to actually find out, or that test came like after 17 years. And you now realize that, wow, so you've never really been my friend all this while. That's the hardest lesson I have learned as an adult, that you can never really tell. Imani, what is your hardest lesson, your final words?
I think you give everybody grace until they give you reason not to give them grace anymore. It's really that simple. It's not rocket science. As an adult, as a child, you can be naive. You are going to make your mistakes, but that's where you learn. But as an adult, being able to figure certain things out in your life, you have to be able to identify those that are healthy for you and those that are not. It's kind of like a child that grew up going to multiple schools. You have different classifications of friends. You have those that you share deep conversations with. As a guy, you have those that you just play basketball with. You're an artist, you have your studio friends, you have your drinking buddies. Not everybody fits in the same bracket. Be able to
circles.
Yeah, identify that, figure out what works for you, what doesn't, and let go of what doesn't.
Okay.
I feel for me is knowing when to let a friend go, because there's certain friends that
True.
I'm calling them, checking up on them, they don't pick up my call, they don't call me back, and I'm like, is it me? Like, what did I do? Like, I'm questioning myself, like, because I'm trying to remember what I did, and you just have to just let it go and just move on.
No
and
mental battles.
Yeah, no, honestly, because you can literally stay up at night like, this is my paddy that I used to eat
Did I
with.
say something that offended?
Yeah, and I want to be there for you in your happy times, but it's like you don't even regard me anymore in your life, and you're like, okay, that's fine. So you have to know when to you have tried your best. You know, as a friend, you have tried your best. Like, is it like they're going through something in life? So you try, and if it's not, just know when to stop, and because it's energy. It's honestly a lot. It drains you. Yeah. So then you just know when to cut it off and move on.
Okay. So Didi, your lesson and then your final words.
Okay, so I learned that not every break means a breakup. Sometimes you just genuinely need a break.
Okay,
because of something you're going through in life.
Figure it out.
And then if I'm not showing up for you at a certain point in our friendship and we are going through that break, it does not mean I love you less. It does not mean I don't care as much as I used to.
Yeah.
I'm also going through life and I need a break, but most definitely you have to talk about it.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, so exactly.
Yeah.
Like you have to be honest about it.
There will be a break at some point, but that break doesn't have to end in a breakup. Yeah.
Okay. So thank you all for your time. We've come to the end of this episode. Let us know what you think in the comments. Romantic breakups and friendship breakups, which one is more painful? My name is Millie May and I'm your happy host for Nameless Pod. I'll see you in the next episode. Bye.
Please remind them to subscribe. Remind them.
Please subscribe.
Like and
Subscribe.
Subscribe. Use the three fingers to subscribe.
And share.
Yeah.
We need to build this channel, so guys, please do that. Okay, thank you for subscribing. Bye. Mwah.